Well, boom.
Here we is.
I don't even know what to do because we're not at the church. So here we are at What the Fuck But Why, the Prophet Lands.
Prophet Lands,
Prophet
Fireside
Pit.
Chats,
Yeah.
man. Fireside Chats.
Episode 1.
We
still got it. Wow. But I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you do your thing, but I have to start it off with something. And I can't believe you just said that. It's so perfect that you just said that. I want to burn something. Something that has been plaguing What the Fuck But Why. Tell me if you know what this is. And you're going to... I'll put it up on the screen, so... So did you have fun last night at your big bash?
I did. I had fun, yeah.
Drunk Luke.
I
Uh-oh.
fell off the wagon.
Music.
It was like...
Drunk Luke.
Oh, when I was drunk?
So can you look to see if it's all good? I'm just like, you know me, I get too paranoid that like I'm not even filming, you know? What is that?
It's the episode 13
Hold
Drunkawanna.
it up to the camera. No, on my Canon. You remember what that is?
The Drunkawanna episode?
Drunkawanna. Let's burn that motherfucker.
You want to
dude.
burn it?
Yeah.
All right.
Burn it.
I don't remember that fucking episode, though.
The goat, that's what I'm saying. But you said ever since that episode, it got weird after that.
Did I say that?
Yeah, that's what you said.
That was my observation. That was my analytical thought at the time.
Yeah, so we're burning that. We're not drinking now, whatever.
Yeah, no, that's beautiful.
So burn it.
It's
of course,
always...
I went in there and fucking there was no paper. And I
Oh,
couldn't
really?
find paper.
I didn't know what you were doing. I told Kirby, I thought you were dressing up.
No.
I was like, he's putting on a little outfit or some shit.
That's a good pick though, but it's all you.
No, that's good. All me.
Yeah, all you.
No, I didn't expect all that. I didn't know there was like a thing that was gonna happen.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying though?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's burn that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Move on.
Let's move on. For sure. And like I feel good that I started Free the Offended.
Right.
Because it just gets, it's like it's a thought vomit.
Right.
And it's something I can do on my own. It's my own little thing.
Right. You figure it out.
But
how
like,
to edit.
but this, like I've also, it opened my eyes to what this is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like we were talking before about the creative process.
Right.
And how it fucking, it's like a wave and it just kind of, you get the idea and then you pump it up with someone else. That's what we did with What the Fuck But Why.
Yeah.
Like we pumped up this idea and then just started it.
Right.
And we didn't know where it was going and it went into where it went.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
But it's still like alive.
Still alive.
Yeah.
It never died.
It never died.
It'll never die.
No, it won't.
It'll
Dude.
never die.
It won't.
I'm still waiting for one day we go to Vegas and get like what the fuck tattoos or something. You know
That'd be
what I mean?
hilarious. Yeah,
Be
dude.
hilarious.
You design some sick shit.
Yeah.
You do something real cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something I could like wear and not be like embarrassed about.
You gotta, are you gonna reveal the new logo on this one?
Yeah, I gotta fix the font, but yeah, I'll reveal it.
Yeah?
Yeah, because
You didn't like the font?
No.
No?
It was alright.
It was like wacky like us.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
See. But see, well, what I don't know what I want to do right now. Like, do we want to get into the shits, or do we want to talk about what is going on? Like, how we feel, what we want to do. Like, what do you want to do? Because really, this campsite fire thing, it was kind of like, fuck it, let's just film and we'll talk. But it's kind of hard to do that, right? Like, I feel on right now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but do we want to talk about What the Fuck But Why Productions, or do we want to get into the shits about like a topic or something?
The shit's about like coronavirus, because we haven't done this
Whatever.
in how long?
Yeah, whatever.
It's been a long time. I don't know. What do you want to talk
Let's just
about?
talk about stuff.
Not What the Fuck But Why
At
Productions?
the church.
We'll do that at the church
At the
with
church.
Patrick Kennedy.
Yeah.
Big announcement. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
You're invited, Patrick.
Yeah, you're invited.
Was that okay?
Yeah, I told him.
All right.
I already
Oh, yeah,
told him.
all
I
right.
just
You
talked
told
to
him.
him about
All right,
it.
good.
Yeah. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
But, you want me to start it, or do you have something you want to talk about? I mean, I got shit on my mind. You know?
Yeah, go ahead,
All
dude.
right. Did you hear the new, what would be the word? The new credentials to win an Emmy Award?
No.
And to all my millions of black viewers out there, I'm not saying I'm like against the idea of this premise, okay? But to win an Emmy moving forward, and I want people to comment. I want your opinion. It's funny. I actually don't even see a camera. That's good.
Yeah, that is good.
It's just like
I looked over there earlier and it's not even there. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You're just looking over the lands.
Yeah,
It's,
right.
yeah, like you just see the lands in darkness and you know it's yours, brother.
Yeah. But the credentials to win it, I don't even know if that's the right word. The prerequisites
Prerequisites.
to win an Emmy, it just came out. It just came out. There you go. It wasn't about me. I'm slightly paranoid. But you have to, the main lead or the second lead has to be somebody of color to win an Emmy.
Really?
Uh-huh. I don't know if I like
That's
that.
a condition.
Yeah, to win an Emmy.
Any Emmy.
Any Emmy.
Any Emmy.
Any Emmy. Any Emmy.
Many Emmys.
Right.
Holy row.
So, like, let's say I was doing, but what I don't like about the whole idea of that, I feel like it stifles creativity. Let's say I want to do a movie right now about skinheads, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, but fuck, I got to somehow crowbar a fucking...
Fuck the Emmys then, right?
Yeah, fuck
Everyone
the
should
Emmys
say
then.
fuck the Emmys.
Yeah, that's what it should be.
Yeah.
So...
And it's not, like, racist.
No.
But it's you know?
Because let's flip it. All right, you know the movie, what happened? Fucking rodents everywhere. But, let's say Menace to Society. You know that movie?
Yes.
Crowbar a white guy in there as a main lead. It changes
Yeah.
the movie.
Completely.
So let's not even talk about like just white having to add a black person. Like they actually thinking more of them. A lot of my favorite movies are black-ish movies, and I can't even picture a white guy in it. Like Belly,
Yeah.
Menace to Society, New Jersey Drive, all those. Like, where the fuck would you fit a white guy? You know what? It
I
doesn't
don't
have
know.
to
I
be
should
a white
watch
guy.
all those. I think I've only seen Menace.
Yeah, you gotta watch them all. You know what
Yeah.
though? I keep saying a white guy. It doesn't have to be a white guy.
Like a little
A
Asian
person of
dude?
color.
A person of color.
Right.
That's what it says. That's what it's worded.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should be our young Jamie. Do you have your phone on you? Yeah. If you don't have to, but it comes out in 2024.
What?
That
Prerequisite
yeah,
conditions.
yeah, to win an Emmy, one person,
I mean, is that like, how did that come about?
I don't know.
Was there like pressure on the Emmys to make it happen?
I guess. It's just like, I don't like people telling me how to create.
Yeah.
I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
That's why every movie I watch now, I know for a fact that they have to run it through a team that has to like co-sign it for like, nah, you need another Indian guy, you need another Asian guy.
Really?
Yeah, no, that's what they do. They literally run it through like NBC or Paramount, Universal.
To make
they have
sure it's
teams.
like racially sound.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah. That's just like
That's interesting.
and I get it. It's not I hate it because like I do get it, but at what point is it just gonna hinder creativity?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, big time.
So
It's like they're changing the wrong things.
yeah,
Like that's not something
the Oscars.
that's the Oscars.
Yeah.
And that's acting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Emmys are something else.
Emmys
damn
are
it.
shows.
Shows, okay.
Oh,
But that's
okay.
right up the same fucking alley.
So I'm still right.
Yeah, I'm sure those
They'd have two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they'll have the conditions. Well, that's the whole.
Can we pause for 1 second?
Yeah.
Live is like from 7 to 9.
Yeah.
If you go past 9, you're losing.
Yeah,
people.
yeah, losing people big time.
People are putting kids
right
to
after
bed.
dinner. Yeah, yeah.
Isn't that funny? We were talking about something and then off mic change the subject,
Subject
and then
real
jump
quick.
back on to like, like wait, what? What the fuck? How did I get to that?
Yeah, because you paused it. Oh, we were talking about race.
Yeah, about fucking
The
Emmys
Oscars and
shit.
Emmys and shit.
Yeah. But that's how I feel. I feel that
It hinders
it
creativity.
hinders creativity.
I 100% agree
And
with
I'm
that.
sensitive about that. Like, can't they find another way to do it?
Yeah. Like, I don't think attacking, like, the arts is a good way to do it. And it's not, like, necessarily attacking, just trying to adjust the way that things are done in the arts.
Yeah.
Because that's all acting and, like, entertainment and shit, right?
Yeah.
And, like, there's comedy aspects to a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what that thing you put on What the Fuck But Why earlier with Chris Rock.
Yeah, you
Talking
watched
about
that?
Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, dude, Jimmy's my homie, man. Like, he did it 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, and it was exactly what you had said.
Right.
About it's either racial
Or
or racist.
Yeah.
It's two different things.
two
Like, a
different things.
joke is racial.
Right.
Like, you can make, like, certain, what's the word?
Insensitive?
No, just like stupid little like, oh, black people like chicken.
Yeah.
You know, white people.
Stereotypes.
Yeah. I couldn't think of that fucking word.
Yeah.
Like there's like jokes that like you
Yeah.
can get away with and that they're funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's white guy, Asian guy, like every type of person, like we're all like one human race, man.
Right. Like
We're just different in our culture, in our like our skin color and hair color are the same thing. And if like we want to make it legitimate, like, do you believe that? Do you believe that skin color, eye color,
no.
and hair color are the same?
No.
No, because of the value we put on skin color.
I just don't think. I'm not really too into like we're all one human race.
No.
Did something go off over there? Fuck. This is so hard for me to do this shit. I'm not too into the whole like we're all one human race thing.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we are, but like we're just not. Like we are, but we're not. I don't know.
I think we are. We just, for some reason, skin color has become such an important thing. And it, like, we put way too much emphasis on it. And it should be treated like eye color or hair color. Like I was saying, like I made a little video saying that they need to change the paperwork.
Yeah.
And they gotta, instead of race, like on applications and shit, it should say skin color.
Yeah.
And you can put whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
And if they want your ethnicity or some shit, they can ask for ethnicity. But like just dividing us up with like race is just such a heavy way to describe skin color.
Oh, I get it, but no, I know what you're talking about. All right, Robin Quivers, what the fuck was she doing? She had to change from Howard, you know, the black co-host. She had to change her insurance, or no, a house, like a loan. She wanted to refinance a loan.
Okay.
And she was like, it was asking me what my race was, and she's like, why does it matter? Like, why are you asking? And then it said, and then once you answered what your race was, it answered how did you get to that answer? Because you know everybody's like now like I'm a girl. I wasn't born a girl, but I think I'm a girl. So these applications now are even
Explain yourself.
Why are like how did you get to that answer? Like you're black because why? Because you think you're black, or because your mom was black or your dad was black?
What?
So it's even like going that far.
For like
Applications.
for
and
applications
stuff.
on
Like,
mortgages.
are you a
and
girl
shit.
or a boy? I'm a girl. Like based off what? Like because you say you're a girl, or like were you born a girl? Like
So that's literally on the application?
Yeah, that's what she said. I mean,
Holy
maybe I
shit.
worded it in my own way.
Yeah,
that's
but
what it was
something
getting
like
at.
that. Like
Yeah.
it wants more detail on if you're male or female.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, right? But I get it because people are just claiming whatever the fuck they are.
Yeah.
So,
Gender.
but why? Yeah, but why does it matter that she is black or white?
It
If she's
shouldn't.
If she's just refinancing.
Yeah.
So, but then, I guess you could be like, well, they'll use it to tally up, like, well, you know, 45% of black people are buying homes in New York or something.
Okay.
Like they'll use it
In like a justifiable good way.
or bad, whatever. Just
Yeah.
a way to tally up who's buying what, like who should we market to.
Yeah, is that the systematic racism that it keeps it like divided all the way through there?
Dude, I'm glad you just said that. That's why. How about? I think I had a good point. I'll explain more when somebody's family was talking about the master. Let's talk to people about the master bedroom because I didn't know about that either.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So like we learned that the master bedroom came from because the master in slavery.
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking to a family, and they were like, and people were trying to change it in real estate. Am I talking too much?
Mm-mm.
In real estate, they're trying to change it, right? Because it's a bad word, like a master bedroom.
Yeah.
And then the people I was talking to, which they had a right to feel this way, they're like, oh, that's ridiculous. I didn't even know it was a master bedroom. Why that meant master. And I said,
Yeah.
either did I, but now that I know, I actually understand why people would feel uncomfortable. And if you're white, no shit, you don't care. Why would you care? Because you're white.
Yeah.
And white people do that all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I know you don't care.
Yeah,
because
like,
you're white.
I mean, could you imagine knowing that as like a black person walking through a house with a real
Yeah.
estate agent,
It's a
and they're like, "Here's the master bedroom."
it's weird.
Yeah.
And, okay, And they're like, well, that we didn't know, so it's not racist. And I'm like, but maybe that's the systematic racism
they're talking
that
about.
we're talking about. We're so embedded in it, in slavery, that we don't even know we're racist. And that's the problem.
Yeah.
So white people will say things and do things, and they're like, I'm not racist. And the black person will be like, yeah, that fucking was. Like, you just asked to touch my hair or whatever. Like, they hate that. No. I know I'm talking too much.
No.
Fucking, a dude on Facebook, a black dude on Facebook, posted, there's nothing worse than when a white person says, I'm almost tanner than you, okay? So flash forward a day, this shit always happens to a social prophet. A day later, I'm at work and I'm walking out with this guy, older guy, probably like 55, right?
Yeah.
Super cool. I don't think he's racist or nothing, but, I was with a black dude too. And he just came back or he was about to go on vacation. He's like, yeah, I'm going to the beach. And he's like, I'm going to be tanner than you. And I like looked at the black dude and I saw him like I saw it.
Really?
Yeah, like I saw the uncomfortable, like he felt like, ugh, like don't say that.
Like yucky.
Yeah, he didn't laugh, he didn't giggle, he just kind of like was like awkward.
Tanner than you.
And since I know that somebody just said that on Facebook, I was like, fuck, like.
Were they like close enough to say something like that?
Not really, no.
No?
No.
Okay, that might have been why it was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was just his attempt.
Yeah.
Like maybe it was the white dude's attempt to like be friendly.
It was.
Oh man. So his intention was like good.
Yeah.
Trying to like break the ice.
Yep.
And he fucking shit the bed, huh?
It happens all the time. That's what keeps happening. A lot of time,
Yeah.
it's the intention.
It's like
right?
uncomfortable, dude.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable out there.
And then.
And there was something. I forget the lady who's doing it, but have you heard of critical race theory? It's like. It's where like white privilege comes from.
Right.
It's like white privilege is underneath the critical race theory, and there's this lady that goes around and she does conventions, or what are they called when you get together for a company? Yeah, like a convention. Yeah, and they get together and they teach this critical race theory, and it basically makes white people feel super, super guilty for being white.
Yeah,
and they like shame them. And like the white people aren't supposed to say anything. Mm-hmm. Like they'll just stand there and be like, "You're racist because of this. You're racist because of this," and they're not allowed to like defend themselves. Mm-hmm. And then they talk to the people that go through these trainings. They're what the fuck training is it called?
I heard about it.
Yeah,
Rogan. She was on Rogan.
Yeah, the one lady was.
Yeah, that's where I heard it.
I think that's where I heard it too. But then I heard about it later.
That's right, I believe.
Like I've been listening.
Almost Rogan doesn't count. Like it's like I almost like discredited you right there. Is that what,
no, not at all. You were giving credit, which was fine. Like I heard it from there, but then no, I didn't.
I felt
feel like you were discrediting me. No, not at all.
Like,
dude.
oh yeah, it was just Rogan. Like it's not like it's better when you research.
Yeah, but I heard it from them, and then I heard like
Yeah.
there's what was it called? Blocked and Reported. I've been listening to, and it's Jesse Smollett and someone else. Not Jesse Smollett.
We put on. You gotta get this thing blazing. Actually,
yeah.
You know what?
But yeah, dude, like they do these trainings.
Yeah.
And then they were talking to the people that went through these trainings, and the one lady was like, it made all my relationships with like black people in the company uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because everything that I would say to them, I'd second guess. Like she said something about this lady's outfit. Like, oh, that's a real nice outfit or something. And then walked away, and then in her mind, she was thinking like, was that like aggressive? Would she take that as like, oh, black people aren't stylish or something? You know, she got all in her head about it because of these trainings.
Yeah.
So it's like making tension worse.
It's almost like,
and uncomfortable.
I know. Fuck, we're at such a weird.
It is.
We're at such a weird state. What do we do? That's the worst.
We fucking teach our children that there's one race.
Yeah, but it's just not that easy.
No, it isn't. But it's the answer.
I know, but it just doesn't. That's almost like a fortune cookie. It's like, okay,
it is.
But when like Eli, when he steps into the real world, right? Let's say he plays football against Homewood. He's gonna feel that he's white. They're not gonna feel like they're all the same race on the football field.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
that's
he's just not gonna
unfortunate.
feel it. Like you're gonna be like, we're all one race, bud. He's gonna be like, yeah, but they're like better than me. Why? Like, like why are they better than? And maybe that's not true. Like I always fight with people all the time because I say black people are better at sports, and they show me Larry Bird and shit. I'm like, okay, Larry Bird, you got me, dude. Fucking
Larry
Jesus
Bird.
Christ. But in general, but I have a theory on that too. That I feel like you know how like there's a yin and a yang.
Yep.
Yang. So like slavery happened, but the good of slavery, if you could somehow spin it, if people said it was always good to bad, that it made them strong and tough, and I feel like that's where it maybe came from, where they had to fight their way out of shit all the time. And like we're from a lot of our genes are probably just from not much
Fucking
good
little,
stock or
little
nothing.
British folk.
Little British folk. But black people came from, they had to like grind, and they had to like earn their keep, and then they had to get out, and they had to like make a living, and that's why they can like
Climb
hustle.
themselves
Yeah.
through a society that was
Yes.
racist as fuck.
So by the time you get to junior, then senior, or senior, and junior, he's already like has like tough stock in him.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's where I think it comes from. So well, that's why it's hard. Or like say like Asians, like they just fucking, at least the
Study.
ones here, they study.
They study.
I remember I took Riley to the library, okay? And this was like a year ago, and I remember there was like not too many people there. There was like 3 Asian people. And I remember I saw a dad and a Asian kid, Riley's age, okay? And they had this big book, and they were like studying, like a big book. And this kid was little, and he's talking. Meanwhile, Riley's like, you know, she's like doesn't even know how to read a book.
Yeah.
She didn't even. She was like it was just so. They were just so far from each other.
Yeah.
They couldn't have been farther from each other.
Yeah.
And I saw another Asian kid there studying.
Little
And I was
kid.
like little kid, like tiny kids, and that's just how they raise them. And so maybe it's not really a color thing; it's more like a culture. That's what I always say, though. It's not.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the time, white people. I hate even talking about race right now. We're just gonna get in trouble about something, but I feel like a lot of the time.
I know it's uncomfortable, right? Like we
Yeah,
were saying.
I know, but I feel like a lot of time, like let's take a little old lady, white lady, okay, a little old white lady, and you take a 20-year-old black dude from the hood. How the fuck do you expect those two cultures to get like? It's like they're so different.
Yeah.
They're just so. It's not even like skin or not. Even if you take that away, they're just so different. Like they're just different. So it's like they need to like die out almost. I feel like.
Like the boomers.
Yeah, they just do. Like I feel like we're not gonna see real change until I feel like our generation. We're all kind of mixed, and we're all kind of like the same things for the most part. And we all
Right.
joke around. We're not so.
We're looking
serious.
through a lot more of like the race issues. Like
Yeah.
like we know it's a lot of bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, that's why it's getting called out.
Yeah.
You know, like big time. I mean, it was getting called out back then, but there was still, I mean, I know there's still racism out there, and there's heavy duty systematic racism, but it's better than it was.
I actually feel fine with what I said.
Yeah, I do too.
Because all I'm saying, well, I don't know, what am I saying?
What are you
I
saying?
don't even remember what my overall point. I'm trying to trace back what my point was by.
That it's culture.
That.
That it's more culture.
I'm going farther back.
Okay.
That. I salute the Oscars of trying to incorporate everybody, but just because that's one idea doesn't mean we all have to jump on that bandwagon and agree with it.
True.
Because there could be another way.
There is. There's definitely different
So
ways.
forcing people to have people of color in their films, I don't think is the way.
No, I don't think so.
As a
either.
lead, as so we're I'm
That's
saying,
like the wrong type of pressure you want to put on the system.
yeah,
Like you got to hit the system with the laws about drugs.
yeah,
You know, like we've talked about this,
yeah.
dude.
We can go.
Like the war on drugs is the fucking worst. It's the worst war that's ever been fought in human history, you know? And I mean, I've always said wars fought for profit, and you could see it in all the industries that are created, like the government industries, the DEA, the narcotics agencies, like all the drug enforcement, the border patrol is trying to stop drugs. But the thing is about the fucking
Keep going.
Like, yeah, I know. Hold on. Let me catch myself.
Yeah.
So, like, it's connected into the hoods. Like, the war on drugs is connected to the hoods because that is what all the gang violence is. It's the actual laws against the drugs that are the problem. And we can change those laws. And we can change them by popular vote, I would hope. Choking again. Because like I'd rather explain to someone, like you were here and then you were gone.
I did that to her on our podcast.
And fucking Pat did that too whenever I started talking about the war on drugs. That fucker.
Yeah, you hate being by yourself.
I do. I know. I like being by myself, but like you were here and like I was getting into a flow. But like I was, because I've talked to you about it before. You know, about how the war on drugs is a war on its own people. Like that's our government waging war against its own people. And it fucking resides in the hoods. You know, all the gang violence that you see is for what? Like they're looking for drug turf, right?
Yeah.
You know, they want to control certain parts of the city and they get violent with each other because of the drugs.
Right.
If the drugs were legal and there were safe places like the drug addicts could go to get what they want, instead of fucking creating all this chaos in the street, it would be a much safer place.
Well,
everywhere.
Well,
but like we've said before, like there's a couple. Okay, go ahead.
No, yeah.
No, there's like.
I
mean, I just think about impoverished areas, and like what are really good options, you know? And there's the rough schooling, you know. There's fucking the dreams of being rappers, you know. They being athletic. And getting into the fucking show, and drug dealing, right? Like that's a viable option.
Yeah, you're talking about the main viable options. Yeah,
it is.
Like Biggie said,
cut the streets to the short stop.
Either you're slinging crack rock or you
got a wicked jump shot.
Yeah,
it's a good line.
Yeah, it is. It's a really good line. Yeah, it's exactly what he meant by that.
Moment of silence for Biggie.
Moment of silence for Biggie.
5 seconds. Well, totally.
I counted. I was only on 3, dude. How'd you get to 5 so quick?
Sorry, Big.
But yeah, it's true, man. Like, but if that wasn't an option, you know.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's be.
Like, think if like the laws changed. Like they've done it in Portugal.
Hold on. Let me.
They've
stop
decriminalized all drugs. Okay.
Let me stop you. This is my new mission moving forward, right? And I do a little plug. And I'm working on it. I swear you can. All right. We're working on a documentary.
Yes.
Me and Luke. Okay. It's gonna be called "What the Fuck is Going On."
Is going on.
I pride myself in trying to understand everybody's point of view. Okay, that's why Pat, I love you, but you're too hard Trump, and there's people that are too hard Biden. I understand both sides, and I know Pat, I can hear you right now going on, but what I'm saying is, for people that don't know what you know, Pat, I understand why they're voting for Biden, because they don't know what you know. So just off that, I understand your vote because you don't know. And I understand that you don't know.
Yeah.
So understand that. So when it comes to drugs, okay, here's a good example. We're gonna start with I'm gonna start with QAnon, and I'm gonna explain to people in a very calm, reasonable manner why people believe in QAnon. Okay.
And that's the documentary.
And that's the documentary.
This is that.
Now, what Luke is talking about, this is his perfect opportunity because he wants to jump into this shit, and sometimes he needs to get. I do all this stuff, so he kind of needs to wait for me to get the ball rolling. So the drug thing is going to be all you. This is your chance, and me, to explain to people what you're talking about. Finally,
all right.
Talk about. We'll give examples. Because people just hear that.
They hear
drugs.
That's all they hear. Yeah, and then like I try and explain it, and like I listen to different podcasts where they explain it perfectly. Yeah. And there's been times where me and you have been together, and I've explained it perfectly.
And sometimes you flop. And sometimes you do good.
Yeah, dude, and like I totally bombed it.
Yeah,
like
you bombed that. Right
yeah, I did.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
It's okay.
Because there's other chances.
Yeah.
Right. Do you believe in me for hire?
I do believe.
Yes?
I don't know who Fryer is. I know who Social Profit
Oh, the
is,
Prophet, the SP.
but SP.
Dude, I love the getup, dude.
Yeah.
The orange.
What orange?
The orange.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the
Alright, cool.
orange.
Yeah, well, the Profit lands.
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
this is what I want to do, though. This is what I was getting at. Let's start from scratch with the whole drug thing, okay? What's the first thing, you're president, what do we do? What do we do?
Decriminalize drugs.
How? So, meaning, explain that a little bit further. So, if I sold 10 kilos of heroin, what happens to me?
No, that.
You don't have to have all these.
No,
things in there.
decriminalization's just.
The users.
Yeah, the users. Like you don't get busted.
Yeah.
You know, you don't go to jail.
Okay.
Like if you get caught with heroin or coke or anything, they take you into a room and they find out.
Nasty. Keep going. Sorry.
They find out if you have a problem or not.
Okay.
You know, they talk to you personally. They're like, well, how much do you use? Like, because sometimes people just use coke on a Friday night.
All right.
You know, or on a Saturday night.
So
That's how people recreationally, in reality, use drugs. You know, like responsible users.
So if I'm your consiglio.
Oh, no, I'm not done.
Alright.
So they don't take you to like jail or anything. They take you to like a place, and it's like a center, and they interview you, and if they think you have a problem, they have help upstairs. So you can go upstairs and get like different medically assisted treatment if you do have a problem, like if you're physically addicted.
Yeah.
You know, and I think some of the places even have prescription heroin and shit.
Really?
Yeah, because they used to have that in England back in the day. I think they had it in California too at one point. They had to like help people.
If I'm your.
And like there would be centers where drug addicts could go, like safe places.
So we need more funding.
We need
into
more
rehabs.
funding,
So
right?
That would be
And
part of it. I'm trying to
yeah,
get
like,
practical.
for help.
Let's really talk. So we need more funding for rehabs.
the help. Yeah. For and if they stop fucking putting all these people in jail, how much money it costs each individual to be in jail, that money could go towards these centers.
Yeah.
You know, where there's nurses
Yeah.
and there's clean drugs.
Yeah.
You know, because there's dirty shit in the streets. That's
Yeah.
why people are dying.
Yeah.
You know, and then they haven't used for a long time. They go get a bag and they just fucking bang it and they
Fall
kill
out,
over.
yeah.
That's what happens, dude. But if there was a safe place they could go to and be like, look, I haven't done it in like 2 weeks.
Mhm.
Like I really need a hit.
Mhm.
And they'll try and talk them out of it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, try and help them. And if not, then they'll give them like a small little dose.
Yeah.
You know, and be like, all right, see you tomorrow, or
Yeah.
like maybe that'll help for the next month.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it can be done because we're always caught up on like America. We have a hard time with being creative. I feel like.
Yeah, and we don't look towards other nations for like
Yeah.
good guidance.
Yeah.
Like Portugal did it, and it's wonderful.
And those sample sizes too, like maybe.
Yeah, and then everyone says like that's the big Republican thing about healthcare. That's their big phrase is, oh, we have too many people.
Yeah.
Like it just won't work.
Right.
It's like, dude, too many people, that means more money
Yeah.
from the taxes. Like, where's all the fucking tax money going? It's going to wars. That's
Yeah.
what's going on, dude. We're
Trillions,
going in
trillions.
trillions of dollars, putting money into these fucking, the military complex, the industrial military complex bullshit, dude. Like, people get rich off of war, bro. All those big fucking companies are disgusting.
Yeah, I was talking to Pat yesterday, or no, today, and like he was saying, I agree. Like every war was a false flag. He was saying like every single war was literally just for like Halliburton and to get money and shit. And I
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised if every war, like, do we really care about like
Well,
Iraqi freedom or whatever? We don't care.
No.
America doesn't give a shit.
Vietnam, I think it started with Vietnam.
Yeah, I
Was the
mean,
big one, or they maybe they noticed it at World War II, like
Let's-
how much money they made, like when all the women went to work in the
Yeah.
factories making all this fucking tanks and shit.
Right.
You know, they're making all this money. All the women were working, all the kids were, you know, together, whatever, and all the men were off fighting. And then when the men came back, like more industries started.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I mean that was a.
And the women stayed at work, and that's not like a feminist thing. That I'm, you know, like I've said that to my wife, and she's like, "Oh, so it was a bad thing that women went
Yeah,
to work."
she
I'm like,
always
"No,
says that, yeah.
like it's not."
No.
You know, like I
just-
think women, like I think everyone, I think it'd probably be best for our children if at least one parent would stay home with them.
Yeah.
No matter the man or the wife. You know, it doesn't matter. Like, it's crazy giving your kids off into daycares.
Yeah.
You know, and paying money. Like, here's my kid, here's some money.
Yeah, raise them.
Yeah. While I'm at work, paying you to make just enough more money to get, like, a car.
Sometimes not even. Like, I'm paying you just to, like, work. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
even, after daycare, I'm breaking even. Or, like, the wife, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't make that much money, but kind of to,
I love my wife.
kind of too late.
Too late?
Hold on. And not to, segue. Somebody today, or actually it was yesterday, it was actually a black dude, and it was funny because he was like, the things he was bitching about, and I was thinking like, well, bro, you're like a Republican, or like you, like I was like, are you voting for Trump? He's like, no, fuck him. I'm like, everything you're saying actually is like what Trump is for. So I've been noticing a lot of time, like, people will bitch or complain about shit, and it's like, but you're actually kind of like saying things that aren't even, like, Biden voted against, or like, I see a lot of that. Like, most
Yeah.
people don't even understand what the fuck,
What they're voting for.
what they're voting for.
Yeah, dude.
You know?
Well, they're voting against Trump.
Yeah,
They're not voting for Biden. They're voting against Trump.
And I do get it though. Like, sometimes I'll like see Trump. I'm like, dude, he is like a bully. Like, he really is, and he like makes fun of people. He like calls people names.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of like
Yeah.
role model is that for people?
Yeah,
Like, it's
that's
insane.
true.
Like, we literally have a president that will be like, she's just like a fat pig, like live
Yeah.
on CNN or something, you know? So I get why people are like, I don't care, you know, if he fucking raised unemployment by 2.7. Like, I don't care. I don't like the motherfucker.
Yeah.
They're gone.
They just don't like him as a person.
So I get it, you know. It's almost like beating a dead horse at this point.
Yeah, it is, dude.
I
Because,
can
like,
see it in
both
your
of
face.
them,
It's
dude.
Like, I know, it's like,
It's just draining.
it's draining.
It is. Like, I can only take so much of the political shit.
I know.
And everything gets politicized. Like, the divide is getting harder and harder, bro.
Look how much time. It's only been 37 minutes.
That's it?
That's crazy though, because like we'll talk till
Get
like,
the fuck out of
we'll
here.
talk till 5 in the morning.
Yeah, with
doesn't-
no problem.
it
This is
doesn't-
just different.
Yeah, because we're forcing it a little bit.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's why I choke. Like, I'm trying.
Yeah, me too.
It's like, ah.
Yeah.
You need to do a graphic of me choking,
Well,
dude.
yeah. Well, I think it's a good time right now to take a break. You want to take a
Yeah,
break?
dude.
Alright.
Because, like, I like how that finished.
Yeah.
I like the finish.
You want to keep going though?
Like a
Go
mallow cup.
break. Yeah.
My mallow cup addiction that I had. Huh?
Can we break though?
Oh, yeah, let's
All right,
break.
all right, break.